So hello everyone. My name is Tara. Hello Aleksandra.
Hello.
We are hosting Aleksandra from Serbia today. Later on, she will tell more about herself. Um, so you will understand her connection to our work and the purpose of our channel. So the name of channel is Old Worlds, New Worlds, which for me means and feels once upon a time there were worlds, they were beautiful and there was a lot of knowledge there, and life had much more meaning than what we see today. It seems today this world somehow went into some kind of road that I don't like it that much anymore. Let's put it this way. It does not make a lot of sense to me. A lot of stuff. I was thinking the other day why I'm in a way in a conflict with this world. I'm thinking it starts with aesthetics. I'm just not, I like different kind of beauty, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah,
and I think that beauty is available and it's here and it's all around us. And we somehow standing right here, I feel we are creators and
Mm.
we have capacity and we are asked and allowed to create the worlds or
Sure.
invite in, even that way, as we might hear later on from your work. Those worlds might
Hmm.
already be in existence. We just invite them in. So, welcome,
True.
Aleksandra. Um,
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, keep going. Yeah,
No,
you could introduce yourself.
yes. Thank you. Again, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to your channel to maybe have my view on your work, on your things that you are doing. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to do so. I'm Aleksandra Boskovic. As Tara said, I'm from Serbia and I do transcendental hypnotherapy, which means it's not just the ordinary hypnotherapy where someone, hypnotherapist, uh, enters a client in a hypnotherapy state or a hypnosis state and gives him or her suggestions. It's more than that because here we are able to transcend our old beliefs, our old feelings, anything that we feel is keeping us stuck or is pulling us behind, backwards all the time. So we are here able to transcend, to liberate ourselves from the old so we can reinvent ourselves as new, actually, so we can be who we are supposed to be, who we are meant to be, who we are in our own truth, without masks, without conditioning, without society telling us how we have to behave, what we have to do to be accepted. So that is the the main thing that I do. And on that way, on the journey we have of freeing ourselves, transcending the old, we are never alone. We always have some guidance. We always have some beautiful light beings to help us in different shapes and sizes and forms and backgrounds. So, in a way, we are also experiencing and learning that we are never alone. We are taught here that we are alone. We have to do everything by ourselves, for ourselves. We don't have anyone to lean on, anyone to count on, but it's not the truth. So, in my work, we learn and experience that we are never alone. We just have to open ourselves up to the guiding forces outside of us that are actually inside of us. So, I think that maybe this guiding system is also a guiding force that is helping us also to create the new world that you were telling about through ourselves. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah,
Thank you. Beautiful introduction into your
thank you.
beautiful work. Now, it's not coincidence that you are coming from Serbia. I'm in love with Balkans. Obvious reason, because that's my home. I'm not living there now.
Yeah.
But Balkans, in many ways, in my opinion, the culture, the old
Mm-hmm.
culture, the knowledge which still
Mm-hmm.
is in
Mm-hmm.
villages,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you can feel it. I was there recently and quite a lot
Mm-hmm.
of time. You can feel it. It's it's in the land, it's in the water. I knew about that before, but this time I really felt it.
Felt it.
It's
Yeah.
it's like it's coming out on the surface and it's showing itself to us. So Balkan somehow is the center of this channel. Um,
Mm-hmm.
those mysteries of Balkan, those that all knowledge, and it's not
Yeah.
coincidence. We have pyramids; they are everywhere in the world. We have Bosnian ones,
True.
we have Urtan; they are everywhere. But we
True.
have brave people. They
Mm-hmm.
somehow disclose themselves through beautiful people as Dr. Sam and other people that research Urtan, which is in Serbia, which is for now not that well known in the world, which
Yeah.
in some ways is a good thing. But
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that you were born in Serbia or Balkan area with a reason? I know you love your culture and tradition too. I know
Yes.
some of your teachers, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
so much knowledge.
Yeah. I really do believe and feel now that I am born here with the reason, and not just the reason, but I think it was my choice of my soul to be born here. When I was younger, also I didn't know anything about this work or anything that other that we were learning in school. And I always wanted to leave Serbia. I always wanted to go somewhere else to live, to work, just not to be here. Balkans were extremely difficult lands to be in because of the wars, because of the horrible things that happened during ages, not just recent, but during ages. There were so many difficulties, pains, sorrows. And I always wanted to escape, always wanted to go somewhere, didn't know where, and I was never allowed to. Every door I opened to go, they were shut. And it was so difficult to me as a young person to understand why. But later, when I got into this work and into the soul's knowledge and everything I know now, it was clear I wasn't supposed to leave. If I left, I wouldn't be what I am. Actually, I wouldn't do what I do because not just the knowledge, but we first have to, I believe, free our lands from all those sorrows and all those hard ages. Because, as you said, we really do have so many linear knowledge, ancient lineage knowledge that is still is passed on from generation to generation, but we couldn't access it
Yes,
because of everything we
because of
lived.
trauma, yeah.
Yeah, so one part of my work is to liberate people, to free them from all they and their grandparents and their ancestors lived, so we could access the knowledge we all have. So yeah, it was a purpose and a mission, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to continue with this, we recently I had therapy with you,
Yeah.
and I'll go a little bit in a field of intimacy here, but that was whole point of therapy. Let's see if I can do it
Of course,
with work.
it's yours to share. So
Yeah. So there is that sorrow
Mhm.
within me. As I said to you, I've done so much trauma work, and
Yeah.
It's still there. And I did not know the reason. It seems to be like no reason at all, no particular story attached anymore, but that just in general. And just today I went a little bit into my contemplation and stuff, and I knew that before, but I really realized it is connected to what you are talking about. Like it's in our DNA, the struggles that maybe many other nations, some nations did, obviously even worse, and but some just
Yeah.
didn't. Like some lands like Australia where I live, and modern Americans, they did not experience much trauma. That's very obvious here in Australia. So life, yes, old nation people, but the
Yeah.
newcomers, um, and people like now in this century, they did not experience much more, and it's different. But what I can see, that exactly that pain and the trauma is pushing us to seek. It's such a
Yes.
contra- controversy
Yes. Yes.
because
Yes.
you seek medicine for yourself,
True.
and that's how you
True.
get upon,
Mm-hmm.
you meet the knowledge, you meet the practices, you meet that love, you
Yeah.
meet those beings, tradition,
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Yeah.
And somehow it goes hand in hand, it looks like. Now, you mentioned beings of light. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in different traditions, there are different names.
Yes.
For us, Christianity would be angels, Orthodox, or yeah, something like that.
Among others, yes.
Yeah, among others.
Yes.
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 So, but also one interesting thing that if I bring it back to my session with you, we got
Mm-hmm.
that spirit of Earthen, which was such a honor
Yes.
for me and such a joy because I'm
Yes.
hanging, if you can say that, in my lucid dreaming and whatever I do. Um, I hang with Earthen for really long time, for let's say 7, 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it went everything so far that we actually have a property there. It's my home now in a way. Halfway I'm here, halfway it's Earthen.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful to meet that spirit come to
Mm-hmm.
us. Now,
Yes.
when we talk about, let's say, Bosnian pyramids or Ertan, and many times
Mm-hmm.
they compare them with machine, which it is. I understand it's
Mm-hmm.
greater, it multiplies energy, it has so many different. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel since I know about pyramids, I feel there is intelligence behind it, and I feel
Yes.
it's goodwill intelligence, and I think that's what spirit of Ertan is, and
Is.
I feel similar
Mm-hmm.
in Bosnia. It's different kind of maybe archetype or different quality of but what do you think
Yes.
about that? I think there is
Yeah.
wisdom on Ertan.
Yes, it is. It is really, Ratan is a very powerful energy, let's say energy, in a lack of other words. And it's very conscious and it can be very helpful if we ask.
Yes,
And it does really have knowledge. Earth in itself now looks like a mountain,
yes.
like a mountaintop in a shape of a pyramid,
Mhm.
but you can't tell that underneath is probably a pyramid. Who knows how many ages, years, and hundreds and thousands of years old. But there are lots of people who I met, some people I worked with, like you, who also connect easily with the spirit of Ratanya mountain or the pyramid. And lots of them witness that inside of the Ratanya pyramid, there is like a cave or like a hole or like a big I couldn't say room because it's really big, like
Big space.
yeah, big space. Yeah. And Ratan is really different because it has the ability to suck energy through its top. It sucks energy from air, ether, and then it's being transformed inside it. And there is a place, I'm sure you've been there. There is a place in the bottom of the Ratan pyramid, like a spring of energy where you sit for 10, 20 minutes and fill yourself up with the energy. So Ratan is because of that capability, excellent helper and excellent way to release everything old, everything stuck, everything we no longer serve while we are on a top, because it sucks everything in and transforms it. And then when you come down, you go to that spring, energy spring, and then recharge with fresh, clean, vital energy that helps you recalibrate, that helps you get in harmony with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is very, very powerful, different and different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And
wild.
especially when we,
Yeah.
yeah, especially when we call it like two of us had a chance to do it. Not many people have connection, and therefore, if a person doesn't feel drawn to it or really connected to it, it's not that much of a use. So when someone is really connected, feels it, it can also help us do the same, even though we are not there, even though we are not at the top of the pyramid, on the top of Ratan, it's the same because we are all one. There's no space and time. So everything is here. Energy is there with us.
And love is connector. Like love is that because they say
Yes,
magnetic
yes,
fields. I feel that's love.
yes,
And you're in love with
yes,
someone, what's
yes,
happening? You just want to be just
yes.
you want to be with that
Inter
person. So
yes, yes. Interesting thing. Maybe last year, I worked with one woman. She wasn't that much connected to Ratan, but I don't know, somehow during our session, she connected with it and she started getting messages. And it was last year and till maybe still is because time is not strict and time is not linear.
linear, yeah.
Yeah, she felt Ratan had the strong male energy.
Mhm,
It was really, really strong male energy. And it gave her some suggestions, some advices, something that she needed.
mhm,
But she felt because the ages are turning and everything is changing, actually the divine feminine is returning, getting stronger. She felt that strong dominant male energy that Ratan has is about to change into a female energy that is nurturing, that is supporting, that is really loving. She didn't tell me exactly when, but she felt
mhm.
it is going to change in some time. So yeah, that love you mentioned is quality of a divine feminine energy. So and nurturing and accepting, something that we all need here and now at this time
Yeah,
in Earth's shift.
yeah.
Mm,
It explains why so many beautiful women is attracted to Earth, and some live there, some
could be.
they have holiday
Yeah,
houses there. But I know few that are really, really, really
really.
beautiful feminine energy. Um,
Yeah,
maybe we
yeah,
can
probably
kind of circle
to
around.
yeah, yeah.
Also,
Never thought of it. Yeah.
sorry, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, not just connecting. Thank you.
Uh, and there is
Yeah.
that we will show pictures when we will do editing. So
Hmm.
there is that other hill beside, which is called Baba.
Mm-hmm.
which looks like terrace pyramid a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Baba in our language means
Grandmother.
grandmother, or like archetype of wisdom woman, like
Yes.
older wisdom woman. So
Yes.
maybe there is there something.
Could be. Yes, yes.
I think then there
Yes.
is another hill, which has a name, or maybe it's placed around Earth, and something like Dievica, which means
Yeah. I haven't heard.
yes,
Probably it does. Yeah.
yes. So
Yes.
which is like young innocent girl, right?
Yes.
So
True.
it looks like positioning
Yes.
the feminine is positioning itself around it. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
um, also mentioning feminine energy, which is really important in this time of shifts, like balancing.
Really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel there is a lot of feminine energy present on Balkan uh,
Mm-hmm.
landscape. Um,
Yes.
it's in forests, it's in rivers, it's in water springs. What are your thoughts on beauty of our land?
Yeah, it is very beautiful. And the beauty is also a quality, to say, of a feminine energy. And yes, even though actually it really represents, our Balkans really represents um, what happened with feminine energy during ages.
Yeah.
It was also very hurt, very repressed. It was very tortured, prosecuted.
Yes.
So everything that happened to the feminine energy in the world really could represent what happened to the Balkans, or Balkans could represent what happened to it. Yeah, but I'm sure that all the feminine lineage in our lands, most healings are done by women, and it's usually passed from women to other women, from grandmothers to daughters to granddaughters. So there are, of course, men healers, but the female healing lineages are, I think, stronger, and there's more women healing here.
Yeah.
So I believe that it will really bloom in next few years, even become stronger, and all those old knowledge that you mentioned, I'm sure it will surface. It already is surfacing, but it will surface much stronger and much more useful. Still, people don't, even though people are much more open to everything than they were 10 years ago,
Yeah.
there's still some hold back. They still don't let themselves feel,
Mhm.
let themselves heal, but I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
They will allow. They need to. We all need to heal. Yeah.
Which bring us back to your work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Talking feminine, what do
Mm-hmm.
you think are the qualities that she
Oh,
represents, and it's important for her to show up, to bring them to life, create out of them, do action? What are
yeah.
those? What's healthy feminine energy?
Yeah, healthy. Exactly. Healthy feminine is love, is acceptance, is nurturing, is being together like a community, helping each other, um, capability to lean on to the person you stand to, or to have the community, family, friends that will help each other. So far, we were in a society that was so patriarchal, that was so, you always wanted to be on the top, no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Achiever.
And yeah. And now I believe times and people are changing slowly, but they are changing because they are more inclusive. They work more in teams. They work together to achieve something. And that is one of the main qualities of the divine feminine energy, to work together, to be all as one, because we are all one at the end. We cannot hurt someone and not feel hurt. Yeah. So togetherness, if I can say it like that, is something that we need now to heal, to connect. That's why I have this Zoom mm, callings. Every Thursday, we gather a group of people, whoever is able to be there, because we have always the same time. So whoever is free, whoever feels it should be there with us, we gather. And how many of us are there? We work for one. We, as a collective, as a group, um, try to help one person for one Zoom call. Usually it's healing, or I don't know, person needs to get new job, or it wants to move, or
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
person needs. So group of us make group intentions. Actually, I lead group visualization for that one person. So we are all in a circle, and the person we are supporting that time is in center of our circle. So all our energy intentions for the highest and best good of that person goes to that person. So it could be magical, because lots of people report afterwards they felt like energies running through them, or if it was a healing that they needed, that they felt different, that they felt better, that their aches and pains were maybe less or even gone by tomorrow or day after tomorrow after we meet. So gathering people in groups to support one another is, I believe, and that's why I do it, is the future of our Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to start from somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, do you remember your thought?
Yes. I said through that community,
Mm.
I allow the divine feminine energy to run through all of us so it can strengthen and take her rightful place in the world.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we in May this year we organized a little
Mhm.
trip to Balkans. We went Serbia, we went pyramids, we went Montenegro. We saw beautiful rivers, mountains, Dubrovnik,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
we are doing same thing next year. And I'm glad to announce you're gonna be our guest. We're gonna go and see some beautiful and mysterious places. A place called Fruška Gora. I
Yes.
know it's really magical. And also, you will join us on Yandala Estate and talking, which is really beautiful estate. We'll show pictures. People love it there. It's by River Dunabe, and it's just something else. You can't put it
Wow.
in words. You need to be there. All natural materials, like they would tear down old traditional houses from Bosnia and Serbia and bring materials and old 100 years old
Mhm.
uh, bring it there and build whole estate. So yeah, we will have opportunity to hang together there, and to spend time together and share some of
Yeah.
the work. But what for some time now, especially since this trip, I think synchronicities. I think you will agree. Synchronicity is
Hmm.
an important part of everything that's happening of that shift, and it seems like they're more intense and more
Yes.
obvious, and it's straightforward talk now. It's not,
True.
it's like this. And um, one symbolic stuff regarding feminine is rose. The flower of rose keeps popping
Yes.
up. Um,
Hmm.
Also in the Andala logo, there is a rose which was uh,
Really.
created by my dear friend Kiki Klimt, who is a painter from Slovenia. So she drew it, and it,
Hmm.
when we were last time at Bosnian Pyramids, so we park down in town, and there is a park. There's parking place and
Hmm.
park,
Yes.
and there were beautiful little red roses. Uh,
Oh.
and I never do that, but I just have to pull one and take it with me. It just want to go with me.
Hmm.
And I did not have knife in a car or scissors or anything like that. So I go with my teeth, and just my husband's doing
No.
what she's doing now. And
Yeah.
I took it and I bring it to hotel room, put it, just had to go to Vaz. And I have
Hmm.
it here actually. It's here in my book, in my journey, where it's
Really.
yes. So that's
Yeah.
Rose from Visoko, where Bosnian Pyramid. It's here with me. It want to go to Australia, and that's it. But what happens today? Where I'm going with this?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, Today I had a bit of in the morning, a bit of vulnerable time, and when I'm like that, I'm open to allow stuff to happen and to see. And I was looking something. There was something about Bosnia that I'm exploring right now, history and stuff.
Hmm.
And I can't remember really why, but for some reason I want to figure where the middle geographical point of Bosnia would be.
Okay.
And I went there, and I figured the Google says it's town called Vitez. And then I went to see what town Vitez. It would be that
Hmm.
middle Bosnia, like from Zenica, if you know Bosnia, and then very close are also pyramids. And
Hmm.
on one side it's Jajce. When our previous country, it's interesting, the name means egg, and
Egg, yes. A
previous
little egg. Yes.
previous country was born there, Yugoslavia. Anyway,
Yes. Uh-huh.
and I went to explore history. There is a fortress there, and I found really interesting old writings from I think it's 13th century, and there was a
Okay.
story, official
Hmm.
document, just translated. There was a story.
Okay.
There
Uh-huh.
was a girl by beautiful name Devina or something like that, like really beautiful name, and she was sold as a slave. And then as I
Okay.
scroll down, I read her story and how it all the,
Hmm.
the document, and there was her picture, which I will put, and I will send it to you, but I will put it here now. There is a picture like black white technique, but then she had that row. There is a book.
Uh-huh.
It's some old. I never come across that before. It's some Asian Bosnian knowledge book, some kind of diplomatic something. I forgot the name, but something seems
Hmm.
to be
Hmm.
really knowledgeable, knowledge in there. And there is she is, and that rose coming. I think she's in
Wow.
a mirror or something, but there is that rose coming, and not only rose is green and red. All the picture, the rest is like black white.
Black Martins.
But before that, I went to
Hmm.
my dreaming state, if you want to call it. Oh yeah, now
Hmm.
I was looking for middle point, because I saw there was a Bosnia, and I just
Okay.
saw the beautiful red rose growing from very middle, and that's what I
Ah.
went to check, because I want to know, is there some water spring, is a mountain, what's there, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Uh,
yes.
where it starts, what's the center, but
Hmm.
then it just went through all the
Hmm.
Bosnia, you see. And now it makes sense. We did not know what we're going to talk about. We just say, okay, a little bit of,
Yeah.
something, and then we see when
Yeah.
look where it goes. It goes feminine. And you
It
see, I did
is.
not know this morning. I just had that Bosnia connection, feminine, and I
Wow.
just cried after, because it was just so beautiful. And I know how this land and
Yeah.
people, and war was there not long ago, and so
Yeah,
much healing, such a blessing. And I just thought
true.
Bosnia is safe from now on.
Yes, it's so beautiful. I was
It's
in Sarajevo in February.
yeah,
The energy was amazing.
yeah,
I didn't expect it to be because Sarajevo, as you know, was really hard hit with
yeah,
the last war in the 19s, and it was almost destroyed, and all the hate between Serbs, Croats, and Muslims, and it was, I really didn't expect for the energy to be so freeing, so joyful. To say joyful, really, every people we encountered on our journey, they were so kind, they were so smiling. We talked with everyone like we know each other our whole lives, even though we just met them. We haven't met them, we just saw them on the street or something. Everyone was really, really kind. But just to get back to the rose, a rose is a symbol of divine feminine, but it is also there are ancient lineage teachings of the rose that say that you cannot love the rose just because it's beautiful. It is beautiful, but to love the whole rose means to accept the thorns it has, she has, which actually means we have to accept life as it is. It's not always beautiful, it's not always nice and fragrant. It has thorns, it has pain, it has traumas,
yeah,
but it's the point. We accept it. Only when we accept the thorns, when we accept our traumas, our pains, whatever we suffered, then we can really experience the beauty of life, a whole life. Yeah. And I'm sure, because you saw it and I felt it when I was there, that really the energy there is strong and it is getting so feminine feel. I actually felt feminine when there, when I was in Bosnia, and it's beautiful.
yeah. One
It
of the
really.
things that people, our travelers, they're mostly from America and Australia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the things it's they've really loved about the place is kindness of people, and that's feminine
Yes.
quality.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes. The welcoming of the people. They. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
would like they would keep asking us, like, we would meet a driver bus, so bus would arrive with the driver we never met before, but we just clicked like
Yes.
instantly. He was for
Yes.
Sarajevo, and Sarajevo people are
Yes.
known for being open, for being funny, for the humor, for how they deal with everything they you know
Yes. It's amazing. Yes.
and we just clicked like instant second, and people would keep asking how long you know yourself each other, like
Each other. Yeah.
years or something, because and we keep experience that, and also them
Mm-hmm.
people would just take them in, and that was something that they love the most. I think it's
Yes.
beautiful and land and that, but this was really the
Yeah.
hospitality of people, how welcoming people are,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
sincere, it's real.
Sincere.
Yes,
You
it's
feel
not.
sincere. It
Yes,
is. Yes. 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 And I believe if they can be like that, they can be sincere and welcoming and open and joyful after all they've been through,
yes,
all of us can.
exactly.
Really, all of us can. We all have it,
Yes,
just to find it and let it out.
yes.
Yeah.